Okay, it's that time where we're going to be jumping into a reaction to Bambie Thug's music video. Bambie Thug, if you don't know, is representing Ireland in Eurovision in 2024. They are an incredible artist with an incredible back catalogue. I highly recommend you check that out. Incredible vocals, incredible artistry, incredible creativity. So this music video, I watched the premiere. I need to watch it a number of times because I'm still trying to decode it. I'm like, what is happening exactly? So let's go through it together. But before we do that, my name is Chris. And you can find more reactions of mine on my channel, on my Eurovision reactions playlist, for a number of this year's entries, and also some more deep dive analysis into some of the songs as well. So with that said, let's jump into Bambie's music video. I'm excited to see it again because every time there's something new that I notice, and yeah, let's try and get through it as well as we can and try to understand what the purpose is and what's happening, what's going on in this video. But you know what? Let's just enjoy it because this is Bambie at their creative best. I mean, full control of this to Bambie and their team. Let's go full screen. Blaze Bible. Okay, so the Hex ex-boyfriend I'm getting is the Avada Kedavra. That's destroy the sword of Hexbirth. The spell is beginning. The Hex, so is the Hex, yes, so the Hex is on this voodoo doll, like representation of the Hex. And is this the hexing itself happening? I'm so like into the artistry of this that, I mean, I've heard the song so many times, I just really want to understand. It's like, okay, waiting for it to kind of cook and thinking back on, you know, why they were down in the first place. I'm back, ready to get to the next stage of the hexing. Heart be buried in the ground, and the truth strings are behind your bound. Just leave your hands. So is this potentially a new boyfriend coming out? An improved version? Or is it not? This is where I'm confused. Now it's like, okay, things are starting getting good, but then, no, it's getting melancholy again. Bambie seems to be searching for something, searching for themselves, searching for whether they need someone else to be themselves. Constantly searching on a quest. I just find this vocal moment so beautiful. Imagery here is really incredible. I'm not sold on the boyfriend, but this part, the breakdown at the end, really incredible. This is where I wonder, is like the new boyfriend has been created by a spell? And then Bambie realizes, no, this is not any better. This is not better than what I had before. So then they have to scream and like get it out again and speak to destroy. Avada Kedavra, I speak to destroy the second one. Is that how that is? Is that what it is? Get rid of the second one. It didn't work. And then this outro confuses me too, because I'm like, but did it work? Was There's so many things in this that I have to unpack. And it's like kind of questioning themselves, I guess. Are they happy? Are they not? Kind of thinking at this, looking at the image, thinking they should be. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'll settle for this. But there is so much to unpack in this video and the meaning behind it, and not just about relationships. There's much more than that. But I just really like. There's so many things like this voodoo doll representation of the ex or the new. I don't know. Like the way I interpret it is kind of, you're, or Bambi in this case is speaking to destroy through the spell, the Avada Kedavra, of the first boyfriend, or sorry, the ex-boyfriend, because the ex-boyfriend left, created or got a new and better boyfriend through another spell, like, which is the build up towards the first, or no, is it build up towards the first or the second course? I don't know. I think it's build up towards the second course, actually. And you have those melancholy moments of kind of reminiscence of what things were like with the ex in the first chorus, and the second chorus, how things with the new idealistic version of this person. It can also be a representation of themselves, of Bambi themselves. Like, I didn't like the previous version of myself, so I go for the future version of myself. And then thinking, oh no, that's not what I want either. And then, trying to destroy and recreate and destroy and recreate again and again and again, and repeating this process, which ultimately ends in a destructive kind of moment of just like frustration of like, just destroy everything, like Avada Kedavra, I speak, and to destroy at the end again. But then that outro video, the outro part confused me again, and I was like, I'm so thrown by this video. So I really want to understand this. So Bambi, if you see this, I want to talk to you about this. I want to understand like where you're coming from with this different aspects, and if I got any of that right, because I could be completely wrong. I sense there are many layers to this. But I mean, I think the key thing, like, you have the still a consistent image of Bambi with the witchcraft and the kind of the image, the Bambi image that's kind of going to be ingrained, and it kind of started with Eurosong when they won, and then kind of moving forward, it's a recognizable character or characterization of Bambi themselves, a version of Bambi being portrayed here. And you see lots of different sides of it: vulnerability, anger, happiness, melancholy. I mean, you even have the melancholy tea, which I find quite funny. But also like this kind of Mad Hatter, Alice in Wonderland, tea party that there is going on there with the newly created boyfriend. This is going to bug me until I understand. Bambi, we need to talk. I need to understand. In any case, this music video, I mean, I could just keep watching and watching and watching to get more and understand more. And it shows as well, like, just how creative, not there, not there either, but like the imagery, it's like this dark, mostly dark imagery, apart from when you have the choruses, like, and this like tea party thing. There's the melancholy tea being spilled. And this is giving a false sense of security. It's kind of saying, yeah, you know, things are good, things are fine, but they're not, obviously. And I think that's like when I first heard it, and I likened it to going through, a hurricane on a plane in like through the turbulence of a storm. You reach the eye of the storm, you're like, oh, it's all fine. And then you kind of things start like wobbling again a little bit, and you're like, is it fine? And then you hit the other side of the eye, and there you go straight back into that panic mode. So I kind of see these elements. That's the things that they put into my head with kind of the jumping between the kind of the different genres in this video. Sorry, in the song, the video as well does the same thing. And I think, you know, for us as viewers, I think it's great that we're able to interpret it in very different ways. And I'm sure that's part of the intention. There's definitely a clear message and meaning here from Bambi. And it's about, can you ever be satisfied? Like, always wanting something more from someone or something, or, thinking you've been kind of left behind by someone or something. There's this consistent message that's there, this feeling of, I would say more feeling than a direct message, a feeling of angst, a feeling of anxiety, melancholy, that pervades throughout the song, no matter which genre it is of the music. But it comes out in different ways, either through frustration or just kind of just sitting there and being like depressed, with the blues. I also want to know about this photo in this outro. What is this representing vis-a-vis the end scene with the seemingly newly created boyfriend? So many questions. So many questions. Bambi, we need to talk. You need to answer my questions on these. I am so confused about some of them. So I want to understand some of the messages and kind of what you were really trying to get across here. Especially the most, for me, the most like confusing part is going between the end, like the very end, like a Avada Kedavra, I seek to destroy, like that climax, very end scream, and the outro. I know the outro is not going to be in Eurovision, but what's the message? I think that's my first question that Bambi, I'm going to ask you when we talk. What does it mean? But anyway, that's it for Bambie Thug, and the music video. I'm so happy with it. I think Bambi has done a great job with their team, as I said, and I am just really looking forward to seeing what comes to Malmo. I know that, for Ireland doesn't have a huge Eurovision budget, but neither does it seem like this video, although of very high quality and artistry. I don't think it was the most expensive compared to some of the others we've seen this year in Eurovision. So I'm hoping and I think that most of the budget is being saved for the Malmo staging, which is super exciting. Super exciting. And I need to get tickets for semi-final one somehow now. Um, but maybe the rehearsal. I don't know if I can handle that. The qualification announcements. It's going to be that semi-final of death. Oh, I have complete faith in Bambi. I actually really do have complete faith that they'll qualify. Um, but you know what? It doesn't matter. We sent a risk. We sent also, as I've said before, so many elements of Irish paganism in the live performance. Ancient Celtic roots, the witchery from, Ireland in the past, the I, that sounded very pagan to me, like ancient Celtic part. So yeah, I know this is all over the place, but my mind, whenever I watch anything from Bambi, my imagination goes crazy about what could come and what it means. Like, it makes me think so much. Looking forward now to pre-parties. We've heard Bambi is going to be in at least Amsterdam, hopefully some more. Come to Madrid. Come to Madrid. Um, and yeah, and then we have Malmo. It's all coming crashing down on us, guys. It's coming super soon. And all of the best of luck to Bambi and to the whole Irish delegation. I think we are in need of a qualification, and we deserve a qualification with this. If it doesn't qualify, that is not in any way, shape, or form, in my view, Bambi's fault or the song's fault. It's just that semi-final is what it is. So, yeah. Thanks for sticking with me for this amount of time. I know I went off on so many tangents. Anyway, feel free to like, subscribe, watch some of my other reactions to other countries. I will be doing this throughout the season, analyzing, looking at things, thinking about how things are going to go. Ultimately, what's going to count in Malmo are the live performances, and there we have an idea of a number of performers and not so much of an idea of another amount. So that it'll be very, very interesting when we get to rehearsals time, rehearsals week. Anyway, that's enough ranting from me for this time. Good night from Tokyo. Stay safe and peace and love. Bye bye.